everyone, this is Gertler from Cape Town and welcome to another video. This video is going to be about a serious subject, a subject that many people fear, and when they learn their fate they have no idea how to tackle it and what to do about it. This is about kidneys that are damaged, problem kidneys, kidneys that are close to failing. For many guys, older guys, this is a reality, and even for some youngsters that makes bad choices in their life, this can be a reality. First of all, what do I mean by a damaged kidney? A kidney's functionality is determined pretty much by two main blood works: the GFR value and the creatinine levels in the kidney. Now the GFR value, it tells you how good your kidney is functioning. The GFR value for a male with a healthy kidney, it should be above 90. The creatinine level for a healthy male should be below 110. Now let's use me as a reference point. You guys following me know all this kind of stuff. Since the age of 40 I've been struggling with kidney issues amongst other things, and my kidney levels is the GFR value is 52 and my creatinine level is 133. So pretty much my kidneys is functioning between 50 and 60%. Now this is typically what I would be referring to in this video as damaged kidneys or problem kidneys. Now, as you know, kidneys, unlike the liver, does not have any kind of regenerative abilities. So when you damage the kidney, it is permanent. Now this article will focus on how to extend the life of your damaged kidneys for maximum potential. And I'm going to run through the plan with you. It's a 6-point plan. Now obviously, before we move on, you must work very closely with your medical doctor. Don't do anything I'm even talking about here unless you have discussed it with your medical doctor and he approves. But don't just accept what he's saying. Challenge him, educate yourself so that you know and you can challenge him if necessary. Okay, let's get started. The 6-point plan. Number 1, blood pressure. Nothing's going to change for your kidneys if you struggle even moderate to high blood pressure. Blood pressure is the single biggest kidney killer out there. Even blood pressure, which is considered sort of normal, let's say 140/90 or 140/80, that is too high if you have problematic or damaged kidneys. Target blood pressure should be at the very least something like 130/75. Now as a reference point, I keep my blood pressure at 130/65. Sure, that is low, so now and then I might feel like I'm going to faint, especially after I finish with my training and did a very intense set at gym. But that is a small price for me to pay to extend the life of my kidneys. The problem is blood pressure medication will only be prescribed when you constantly have blood pressure above, let's say, 140/90. It's basically the second one, which is the more important one. And even that is way too high for a person that's got problem kidneys or damaged kidneys. Even 140/80 is too high for a person that's got damaged kidneys. That means if your doctor don't put you on blood pressure medication, because they won't if it is not sticking to the rule that I've just discussed, then the only alternative means that you've got is to try and find something else that you can use that will lower the blood pressure. I use RSO oil. Now you get RSO oil and CBD oil and combinations thereof. That is all extracts of the cannabis plant. The RSO oil is the full spectrum of the cannabinoids of the cannabis plant, where the CBD oil is only the CBD extract of the plant. RSO oil, which is the full extract of the plant, if you don't take that as directed or instructed on the package, then you might actually experience mind-altering effects because it's containing the full spectrum of the cannabis plant, whereas CBD oil only contains that part which excludes the mind-altering potential. But the problem is the RSO oil is more effective because it contains the full extract of the cannabis plants. A typical oil regimen that I take is 2 drops in the morning, 2 drops in the afternoon, and 2 drops before bedtime. Now using the cannabis extract oil, that would mean a drop in your blood pressure between 5 to 10 points. But please watch out for the video. I'm going to do a video soon on RSO oil. Quite a few studies have already been done, most of them unfortunately only on rats and mice. There's a few human studies, but the preliminary results is really staggering, to say the least. Just a note on the medication. Should you go on blood pressure medication, if you're a guy please make sure that your doctor do not prescribe you a beta blocker. Ask him to prescribe you a alpha blocker. The problem with beta blockers for men is that it results in serious impotence problems and sexual desire problems. You don't want to go that route. Then the last point regarding blood pressure, use common sense. Keep your stress levels low. Stress is a major factor in increasing your blood pressure. Okay, point number 2, no anti-inflammatories. Absolutely no anti-inflammatories. Anti-inflammatories, guys, that is the main kidney killer apart from blood pressure, and ibuprofen is leading the pack here. There's about only 2 anti-inflammatories on the market ever developed that are sort of kidney friendly, but they are prescribed, so you can't get hold of them over the counter. You have to get them prescribed. You can use paracetamol, it is fairly kidney friendly, but the RSO CBD oil that I discussed in the previous point, that is also an extremely good pain management system. But the bottom line is, if your doctor ever prescribes you for whatever reason an anti-inflammatory and you've got kidney damage, you need to challenge him, because this is not going to be good for your kidneys. Point number 3, cut your protein intake by half, by 50%. Protein places strain on the kidneys. Doesn't matter from what angle you look at this. That is why bodybuilders always have raised kidney values. Now, for reference, for the past 7 years, I've been cutting my protein intake by 50%, and I was still quite able to build good muscle. Sure, more protein equal quicker muscle growth, but it simply is not worth it. But here, bottom line, I'm proof that you can build still a great body and reach your dreams with your transformations and everything, even if you have kidney damage. Okay, point 4, bodybuilding supplements. Okay guys, here I want to tell you, these bodybuilding supplements is a big problem for kidneys. Any doctor specializing in treating fitness or athletes or sports doctor, he will tell you that most of these guys has raised either kidney or liver values as a result of the bodybuilding supplements. The problem with bodybuilding supplements is that it contains so many other elements in it, and none of these elements have been thoroughly studied. So there's no real knowledge on what it's going to do to your body, your kidneys and your liver. So if you've got damaged kidneys, you don't do bodybuilding supplements, you don't do pre-workout, you don't pop pills, you don't do bodybuilding supplement, and absolutely no creatine whatsoever. Creatine places a lot of strain on the kidney. When you're healthy, the kidney can take the strain. When you don't have healthy kidneys, you cannot take creatine. Now, even good old l-glutamine, which in my opinion is a top bodybuilding supplement, helps with recovery and a lot of other things. And when you've got healthy kidneys, l-glutamine is not a problem at all. But when you've got kidney problems or damaged kidneys, the problem is that studies have shown that l-glutamine, it simply speeds up kidney disease. Whey protein is just about the only bodybuilding supplement that you can use because it's just pure protein, but it's also a problem. Remember, I told you the protein needs to be cut by 50%. So you're not allowed to, let's say after training, to exceed just a 20-gram scoop. Nothing like a 40-gram scoop. That's too intense, that's too concentrated. And even with a 20-gram scoop of whey protein after training, you need to take a lot of water to dilute the concentration. Okay, now point 5, water intake. Water intake, guys, helps tremendously to lighten the load on the kidneys. You know, they say drink a glass of water when you take your medication pills. There's a good reason for it. It should lighten the load on the kidneys. Changing your water habits alone can make a huge difference on getting better kidney values. The regimen you should be following is, upon waking up in the morning, 2 tall glasses of water immediately, and then after that, every hour a tall glass of water. Drink filtered water. Don't drink bottled water. Bottled water contains a lot of sodium. Sodium equals blood pressure. Your kidneys are a filter. The less water it has, the more concentrated stuff it has to filter and the more work it has to do. The more water it has, the easier it will filter. But more than 5 liters of water a day and you are on dangerous grounds. Sodium across the board should be limited. Last point, 6, no steroids. All steroids place strain on the kidney simply by the way that it's working. Now, I know for many of you guys this is not even going to be an issue. But now I'm talking to those guys that want to venture this route, and I'm trying to give them some wisdom that they make the right choices. There's only 2 steroid type substances that a guy can use that has pretty much 0 impact on the kidneys. The rest of them is all a complete no. These 2 are TRT, which is basically testosterone therapy treatment, and human growth hormone. Now, TRT should never be at a dosage exceeding 125 milligram per week. Most doctors would put you on 100 milligram per week, but never exceeds 125 milligram a week. Then your blood pressure will be raised drastically, and there's a host of other problems. And then you're basically juicing in the end of the day. For human growth hormone, do not exceed 3 to 5 IUs every second day. So moderation is the key. You would still grow, it would still help you a lot, but moderation is the key when you venture this route. Make sure that when your doctor puts you on TRT, ask him, you want depot testosterone. Don't get the libido version. There are lots of reasons for it. You can email me if you want to. Generally, guys, any kind of medication or pill, it's pretty much not kid friendly. So when you have to take medication and pills, make sure that on every one of them you challenge your doctor to find the one that's the friendliest on your kidneys. Don't just accept what he's given you. Go out yourself and do yourself some homework and investigation to see if that medication that you was prescribed is friendly on the kidneys. There you have it, guys and girls. This is a common sense, scientific based approach to give you the longest possible lifespan with damaged kidneys. Nothing stops when you have kidney damage. You need to apply only wisdom there and educate yourself. I've kept my kidney values for the past 10 years very stable and even increasing slightly because of applying these 6 rules. A bit of good news: alcohol has got close to zero impact on the kidneys. So you can, without feeling guilty or bad, you can drink your glass of red wine in the evening if you want to. That's not going to influence your kidneys. Now, guys and girls, my info that I provide is free, but I do ask for a small donation. I'm going to put up the link for you, and those of you that can afford it, please help me speak positively into people's lives. And of course, anyone that wants to sign up for my coaching system, I do online coaching. It's a big blueprint transformation system. It's for the older guy, and it incorporates all my teachings that I've got in my videos. I customize it for your body and your goals. Put the link for you. If you want to sign up, just follow that link. So everyone, happy training and healthy kidneys to you. Gert Love from Cape Town, signing off. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.